Coalition of Northeastern Gabarium returns. And with that, we have a newborn baby stone. I asked all of you what the name of this baby should be, and the idea seems to be Pebble and Luna. Well, thankfully there's first names and nicknames. I feel like Pebble Stone would definitely be their actual name, but the fact they were born on an eclipse, I feel like Luna would be a nickname that at least given to maybe not by her parents, but Solek is unfortunately the cutout uncle in this situation. They are still rebuffed. I am very, very unaware of what to do for childcare. I know we have baby food. They have a little room here. Obviously, this is going to be their room. It's also coincidentally the nicest room. I was also informed that you can actually uninstall this, so we definitely need to do that as well. So we are going to set in the order to bring that back. The description of the babies is all in like babble. I wasn't quite expecting that. That's really funny. Mount Boo Boo. I'm not reading all that. It's like a scratching at the back of my mind, a voice whispering. They make out a few words and I don't like them. That's incredibly disturbing. A new quest is available. A child and wasters. Oh no. Is this another child joining? A 5-year-old named Pavel is joining. I'm sorry. I can't accept children right now. We have a child. It's going to be a full-time work. I can't believe I have to let these kids die. Alright, well, we just set up a wood-fire generator. I was thinking that we really need to have stable food supply, and stable electricity is kind of a nice touch. Tree sowing after, but our research is so bad as is, but we are about to finish smithing. And there's a heat wave. Well, that wood-fire generator could not have come at a better time. And a muffalo also self-tamed, just 1,000 different things happening at once. This is not bad for us. This is free, insulated clothing, wool, and it's not like we have muffalos naturally here, so we could definitely make use of that, if anything for money, if not for companionship. I didn't really have time to prepare for something like this. We have the ability to do a Fiesta of Self or a post-Sindu fair. Problem is, I wasn't really expecting to do any of this. I didn't look into the requirements. We have a pretty high chance of getting a mood buff, and a really, like, the negatives of this isn't bad, so I think we're going to do this. I would like to do the Fiesta of Self, but it's just, there's a higher chance that, is -1 mood that big of a deal? We're just going to do it. We're not going to be able to improve this, but maybe we should do a little bit of a celebration of life after, well, our colony now has more life. Like, the shaking around in the fast pace is so funny. Come on, be unforgettable. Be unforgettable. The eclipse is ending. We're having a good time. It was boring. Well, not everything can go well. Luna was born healthy. My child Luna is happy. Yeah, that -1 boring party is so irrelevant. Alright, we're gonna have Hammer go out and trade with the exotic goods with their nice cowboy hat. Gotta put the baby down for a second. We got important stuff to do. Is the money more important than having the shard? Probably. I feel like money might have more use for us sooner than later. Oh, they sell a textbook that will let us get our mining skill up, and consider no one in our colony has any good mining, I think we're going to purchase that. The bionic limbs is really tempting, and if we sold the muffalo, we could actually consider buying one, but we're not really we don't really have like any like type of surgery place or anything for this. Also, we have a potential to buy a telescope. I think I'm also going to buy that. Extra recreation doesn't seem like an issue, and I don't know. I don't know if I've ever bought a telescope before, so we purchased that. So this book should help us learn how to mine better, and we have a telescope, which we should theoretically just be able to put out here next to the horseshoe. We have research smithing, and I do believe the safest thing we can do right now, especially during this massive heat wave, is focus on probably increasing our stability. Getting more wood consistently would allow us to run the generators longer. However, we could also build batteries, which is 1/3 of the cost, and will give us more stability in the long run to bar issues. So I feel like in the emergent, we need batteries. It is very difficult to keep the temperatures properly stable right now for the baby. They're not under any real danger, but they keep getting constantly moved out of their room. For whatever reason, maybe the blackboard's blocking the vent. I don't think it would, but this room keeps consistently being hotter than the other. Is there like an air conditioning like UI I can look at? Theoretically, all these rooms should be the same, but maybe that's because this room's just bigger. We're having a harder time keeping it cool. But it's definitely getting AC because it's so much cooler than everywhere else. But we're starting to have some heat stroke throughout the entire base. We probably need to install even more air conditioners, which is not wonderful, but I do want to survive this heat wave. That would be pretty nice. What's wrong with the baby? Oh, that's a good thing. They're giggling. Oh man, I thought things were not going well. Just realized that if I actually put my storage shelves on a higher priority, they'll actually like move the stuff. Now that's kind of a crazy concept, but look at that. We actually are having some organization. I don't know why I didn't think about that sooner. We're under attack from the enemy. We're under attack from the tribe Wasad, and this person's actually a rather interesting pawn. They have double passion in both combats, good for animals. They're tough and like pain, but I have a feeling their odds of surviving are probably not great. We are going to send Solek out to shoot at them. Hopefully they just end up stepping on a trap. I did upgrade my security just a little bit. The other two don't have any form of body armor, so I don't want to risk them too much, and this is also just one attacker. Hopefully they'll just step on one of these traps randomly. If not, we can just fall back through this door. Ideally, it'll end up being an auto door eventually, but for now, I think our security plan is going to be fine. I'm not too worried about one bowman. Well, as things always happen in Rimworld, there is a bulk trader group from a different tribe coming right behind them, so if for some reason we can't kill this person, they are going to be shot in the back, as well as shot by actual bullets in a second in the face. Solek's chance to hit is actually better than you'd expect during this weather. Out here, 40% chance. Hit him directly. First shot, hit him right in the torso. They are losing blood. I imagine their chance of actually hitting Solek is a 4%. Headshot didn't kill them. Seemingly glanced off their epic beard. Exotic goods are coming right for them. Another shot lands. Hits him in the arm. So, like, landing shot after shot, just bolt action rifle, just for whatever reason, just not able to kill this person. Them being tough is also why they are just 6 hours from death with 7 gunshot wounds in them. Absolutely just not caring. Now they are shooting at the bulk goods traders who are not defending themselves for whatever reason. Now they are. This person's about to get firing squatted. Oh my... This man is invincible. Unfortunately, he's going to die. But that person just, like, legitimately would not go down. A lot of this seems like wants, not really needs. Tribalware and stuff. They're not like a spacer group or anything. So I think we're just going to make a little bit of cash off them, and that's that. Well, this mining book, I feel like, actually is a pretty good investment. Even with no passion, I watched him gain, like, a decent percentage of an actual skill point towards the next mining, which, without that, I feel like they would have just been sitting there in the caves for 10 years of their lives trying to get anywhere. They gave us a tox pack. I don't even know what this is. A reusable backpack containing canisters of reagents and a mechanism to generate tox gas. When the wearer activates a pack, it begins to spread tox gas for several seconds until running out of reagents. Oh my god, I don't know what we're gonna possibly use that on. And like, can you like make your own like gas masks and stuff to the point that won't kill you? I'm assuming. Moving all of our books outside. I notice our colonists tend to like to sit here to read, So why make them walk an extra 10 feet for no reason? And might as well just keep the books out here. If I remember right, shelves make it so things don't have any durability or penalty for being outside. Maybe I'm wrong, but I do plan on building like a libraries type of rec room thing out here anyways. Alright, small update. Been playing a decent bit with no events happening. I've expanded Hammer and Stone's room a little bit. They are, well, a couple and could use the extra room. Got some compacted machinery. Could definitely be useful here or later in the future. Made a little animal bed for them. Expanded the child's room or children's room. Not entirely sure what this is going to end up being used for. This probably also shouldn't be a medical bed, but we need more room for more children's stuff, a little decoration. I also made an animal pen for the Muffalo. Nothing amazing. This pen's probably too small for them. We can grow food for them if need be, but I didn't really have much more safe room to put it. We're already kind of filling in this area quite a lot, but things are moving rather well. Once again, another event where a child will join. They are escaping from a hostile machine persona. I I can't accept more children. We need adults. I'm sorry. I feel like we already have Hammer using half their day every day dealing with the child, and things are progressing really slowly because of it, but like that's just how it's got to be. I can't have her doing full-time child work because then it would basically be feel like it would be down to 2 colonists. A dark scholar covered with twisted scars is approaching the colony. He wants to help. They are a 16 in intellectual. That is crazy. They have surgery scars on their head, an arm, and leg. That's beautiful. They do not liked. I am disliked xenotype. Oh my god. They are rich forest trees ravaged. That's a okay. Let's go talk to them with Hammer. This person scares the shit out of me. I like how their role is also literally that of a spy. Why does it say that? Wait. Oh no, Hammer. The dark scholar slouches in place, lifeless and silent. Only his eyes seem alive, as if he could look inside you. He says that is where he belongs and asks to stay a while. His tone indicates he would not take no for an answer. He's deeply knowledgeable in things related to the void, and he can study unnatural phenomena faster than others. There's something he is not telling you. Not suspicious at all. We could use the research. I'm sure this is going to be... They're a misogynist, psychopath, occultist, void fascination, and psychically dull. They kind of hate themselves because they want a perfect forest. We'll take them. What's the worst that happens, right? Wow, so their ideology is just like awful. They are a supremacist and need trees. They find slavery honorable, rough living is welcome, trees desired, temperature tough. I mean, that's nice. They do not like our leader. They don't really like us in general, but they said they belong here. I don't know how much I believe them. They need a something tree. I don't know what it is, but it's not that tree. That is an anima tree. I don't see any other weird trees on this map, so I don't even know if that's something we have or can accommodate. I'm just going to try to keep them happy. They're going to get, I mean, they're getting an all marble room. It's going to be pretty beautiful. They are annihilating our research, though. So, like, things are going really well in that regard. I don't know where I'm going to put the batteries, but we need to make some. Now that they've done that, I think we do want to get tree sowing. I want to have a nice little tree area in general just to replant it. Somewhere we can guarantee, make sure that, at least for a while, that this generator can be fed without having to do very large treks. We need to keep meat rolling in. Our meat has been a reoccurring issue. We are surviving off rice, but if we ever get a blight or something, food can become an issue, so I feel like we can't ever stop hunting. At least not in the near time. Guess we might as well store a... There's no reason we can't fit a little battery right here. I don't have much of a better place of putting it. We could throw some in the storage room or maybe make like a battery room back here somewhere, but I want to avoid digging into the mountain. It's really time consuming and obviously dangerous. But we do need a little bit more room for just stuff. This area over here is kind of undeveloped, and I feel like I'm going to end up just turning this into a different room. Maybe this will stay the ritual room, but I guess there's also nothing saying I can't put a battery in there. We'll not complain about a little party. I find this party interesting. We have this, like, just occultist who hates our way of life partying with us, chatted about jock straps. Okay. That's a conversation you just bring up randomly with strangers where you absolutely hate their life. Why do they keep talking about it? What? What? Alright. We don't really have the bedroom, but maybe we should start making some friends. Just as something to do. Also, some cows have joined. Well, the camera did not pan correctly. It's just a... Oh, it's a bull and a cow. That's a... I don't know if we want them to breed. I think we might keep the cow for the milk, but I don't think we are going to keep the bull, unfortunately. We might as well accept this quest for the goodwill. The reinforced barrel is interesting. I don't care much about psychic shock glances right now either, but just feeding somebody for 16 days and having to make another bedroom, which we're going to need anyway, for some goodwill, seems fine by me. Oh, they just landed right there. Okay, we weren't quite ready for you. They won't do any work, but they will fight. That's not awful. And a cold snap is setting in. We have prepared greatly for cold in terms, or warmth in terms of ACs. However, we did just install a heater for the baby mainly. Probably gonna have to install more heaters. I feel like our electric grid is not doing super hot already. We are stressing things out. We do have a battery to kind of survive off things for a while, but this cold snap could get really bad. And speaking of, I was just talking about how we need rice to survive. Well, things are probably going to end up dying depending how cold it gets. It is only fall, thankfully not winter, but I don't know, can you even get cold snaps in winter, or is it just automatically cold? I don't know. We'll get through it, though. I feel like machining is probably a natural next step. Solar panels is probably also not awful, but machining will let us start actually making extra weapons. We have colonists with, like, knives, basic knives. So we have a serpent who I don't know if they're going to stay or not. I don't really know how this is going to go, who has nothing. So it probably makes sense to go that direction. We're going to make 3 cloth parkas. I think parkas are just better than jackets. I'm not 100% sure, but we did just grow a bunch of cloth. Spending 240 cloth. It's not even using all of it, and it's already regrowing, which I feel like the cold's probably going to kill it. I'd also like to grow some trees, ideally not in the zone of the windmill, which we're going to avoid. I feel like just having a fairly generous row of trees is probably going to be pretty nice. Where is tree? We could grow oak or poplar. Is there much of a difference? Growing time 30 days, 46 yield, or 27 yield, 15 days? So we managed to get our first little bit of milk from the cow that wandered in, so that is going well. I think they are having issue with food. Can I just, like, grow them food directly? Like, can I just do a zone like this and just make it hay grass or whatever? What even is the description of hay grass? A nutrient-rich grass for animals. Let's see, Stone got the first parka, which is good, so less worry about the cold, and, well, they just didn't even have any outerwear. It's actually an excellent parka, which means, wow, that's a lot of insulation. That's crazy. I think the default was like 60, yeah, 20% multiplier because of the quality. And the food poisoning spree is coming. People puking literally on each other. Can you do that elsewhere? Please? Stop! Not in the kitchen! Another bulk goods trader incoming. This is, again, a tribalist group, so I'm not entirely sure, honestly, if that changes much depending on who the bulk goods are from. I think it does, but we do have some more leathers and stuff to sell since last time a bulk goods trader has come, so we're going to send Hammer out to trade. They also have Inspire trade, so this could potentially be a little lucrative. We will see. Well, we do have plenty of leathers to sell, and it seems like they are buying these for a decent bit of money here. They could buy the Muffalo, but I'm enjoying getting the free money from that. We could sell the old trashy tribal wear. We're going to keep our books, but again, I feel like we sell the less common leathers. We could even sell all of our cloth just for extra money. Maybe I might even consider selling it all. Like right now, we did just make new clothes. We can easily get more if we have to. And we have the inspired trade, so we could make more money out of this. They're not really selling anything I particularly need or want. We could get more we could get alpaca fur. That's an option. Maybe even buy some lucrative or very rare, I mean, thrumbo fur. But otherwise, none of this is doing too much for me. It's not just selling armor. They are tribalist. Uh, do I risk it and sell? I'm gonna sell every leather except one. I'll keep the plain leather. Make 767 silver out of this. I'm pretty happy with that. Good use of a inspired trade, which is now gone. Stacks and stacks of money. Hopefully we get somebody that comes by and sells guns or something, or armor, things that we can't easily get. Our wood supplies are looking fantastic for the wood generator and the stove. We should probably convert that at some point. We also should really be tossing this in the freezer. Except it's so cold outside, it is already frozen. Serpent is under a major break risk. The ravenously hungry thing's gonna solve, but I can't, like, solve the rest of this. Like, I need the wooden trees. They're in intense pain because of the food poisoning, and it's like, all that will resolve itself, but I just can't do much about it. They gifted us 20 gold. Well, I mean, we made a ton of money off of you, then you just kind of gave us more money. Well, I guess we did trade with you. We gave you a ton of leathers, but either way, I'll take the gold. We just don't have a dedicated cook in the colony, even after being advised to move the butcher table outside. We're just not able to prevent this much amount of food poisoning. I'd make better meals to improve mood, but we don't have the cooking skill for that either. Animals are starving, which is not ideal. The starvation's actually pretty bad. I think we destroy the pen for now to deal with the starvation issue of the animals. I'd rather them, well, not starve. So, can they go out and eat now? Okay, good. We'll figure it out. Hopefully growing hay grass helps. I'm not super experienced with how pens work, as it's obvious. We have a bunch of idle colonists at the moment, too. Everyone's kind of sick and just, like, not able to work on much right now. But either way, things have progressed rather well. But anyways, on the positive note, we have finished machining, so we could get towards gunsmithing. I feel like solar panels are not a bad idea. Auditors doesn't feel like a bad idea. Probably not super worried about fertility procedures at the moment. Hopefully they don't end up having another baby, but we'll see how that goes. There's so many good options right now I could think of. We could even start heading towards basic grav tech, but we'll see. I think I want to probably get gunsmithing. Gun turrets obviously always feels good, but our power generation has been totally fine, so I think let's get gunsmithing. So, like, having a good time at the race, puking on them, and then leaving them just in the field, like a good harvester does. Distress signal from nearby of the camp of Anotharia. The frantic voice begged for immediate assistance defending against the threat, and they offered everything at their camp, including recently discovered shards of arco technology to whoever is willing to help. If you could try to explain the nature of the threat, the signal went dead. Oh, that's wonderful. Problem is, our colony is not full of good fighters. Hammer would obviously not be able to go, so that would basically mean Stone and Solek have to go. And, well, we gotta deal with this. We now have a Manhunter pack of guinea pigs, which is thankfully only 2. Unfortunately, pretty much all of our colonists have some form of food poisoning. Stone is the one who actually doesn't. Okay, Solek, you're too sick to do this. Solek is so slow. It is basically up to Stone to fight these on their own. Actually, I can use this person too. They are not sick. They have a knife. They can at least stab a guinea pig. Actually, if we just do this smarter, we can just go stand at the traps. One will die, guaranteed. And then we just have to stab one to death. Oh, perfect. Look at that. Aren't I so smart? Gunsmithing has been complete. We are getting a lot of research done at this point. I feel like naturally we should just get blowback operations to give us the ability to go to gas and further, and gun turrets as well for security. Serpent, again, also nearing and teetering on the brink with their mental state. This fucking food poisoning just will not go away, which is causing them to be in intense pain, which they're always on edge because of the trees, the goddamn trees, so we pretty much can't have them doing anything negative. Thankfully, they're pretty much always researching, which is a burning passion, which, as long as they just keep researching forever, I think they will keep mentally sane. Uh, it's a weird life. I guess that's why they felt the need to come here, but that's what they're doing. We want to probably make a machining table, and I mean, we don't have any of these benches up right now. We're going to make the machining table, which is going to be a further strain on our electrical grid, but we are not really in excess without the windmill, so this is going to be a little sketchy, but we can always build another generator. We are slowly but surely solving the wood issue with the fiber corn, the growing our own trees. We have these trees that we can harvest once more. I know chopping the trees down pisses off Serpent. What can you do? I think we're going to consider making one more bolt action rifle. It gives people some actual work to do with machining. We have the extra components. We're doing okay on steel. Could definitely want and need more. But we have a colonist without any form of weapon. Hammer is more inclined for shooting than melee, and they have a melee weapon, so we're probably going to give them the rifle. Stone could keep the revolver, but that at least gives us some more range firepower, some more damage going down range. I really don't want to risk Hammer's life if I don't have to, but things in Rimworld are not always that simple. There is going to be situations where everyone is going to be needing to fire a gun. We also just got blowback operations, so maybe I should hold off and actually make something like a machine or auto pistol, but it's too late. It's already starting. It's not like there's anything wrong with those necessarily. Now we have interesting options. We could go to gas operations and make some real weapons, like right away. We could focus on gun turrets, go down to basic grav tech once more. Again, I'm not super aware of how all of this stuff works, but what just happened? An Ibex Ram self-tamed? We do not want that. You're getting slaughtered, unfortunately. Or not, night. We run out of excess power anytime the wind turbine is generating basically anything less than 300 watts, which is a lot of the time, so we want to probably be able to resolve that and just play it safe. Our food supplies are actually looking not amazing. We did just get the Ibex Ram. Maybe we want to consider this being the last fiber corn growth. We do have actual trees growing now. We just don't have a whole lot of room here. We could start farming out here, but maybe we should consider hunting some more big game. Only thing up north really is like rats, and these actually just wandered, and we could go hunt the Ibex for some meat. Again, we can't make any better meals. We are kind of stuck with basic meals. We are feeding extra people right now because of Engo. Quest active, the rescue of Sky. A 47-year-old hearth tender. Jaden has nobody to spare to rescue Sky, but says if you can make this guy's position rescue, they'll join you. Their best skill is cooking, which we need a cook. I wonder how difficult this will be. This is also pretty far away compared to the original distress signal. Maybe we should consider the distress signal. I don't know how hard this is going to be, and we don't have things like armor. Solek is a pretty good shooter and has armor, but I feel like they're really the only competent one at it. Everyone else is like, what's Stone? He is a capable amateur. So we either have a capable amateur go out shooting or the expert. That's pretty much it, and only the expert has armor. And once more, a raid is here. It is now 2 people attacking immediately with a club and a knife. Neither one of them is particularly good at melee. If we check their bio, we have a trigger happy, which doesn't really help them, and a pyromaniac. Wow, 16 in animal. Oh, there's 3. I didn't see that one. And they also have a 10 in melee. This person is definitely the scarier of the bunch. This is actually a somewhat significant raid. We did just make everything we would need to get more weapons. Serpent, we need to do a quick exchange of gear. We need to get everyone ready for this. Hopefully the traps kills one of them. They all are melee. We have this extra trap to run through. We should be fine. I think we're going to use the combat order here. Where's Solek? I would prefer him to grab the better rifle. But for now, Serpent's is in the base. He's going to grab this extra rifle and then get involved. This is definitely the scariest raid we have faced so far on the Rim. Having the extra person here and Serpent has definitely increased our wealth significantly. We went from 1 to 3 raiders and more competent raiders at that. We also have the ability to animal call. I don't know if that actually like literally spawns in an animal or just makes a nearby animal come in and help. Either way, let's try our best here. We're gonna use our extra person here as a frontline meleeer. Everyone seemingly should have a shot like this. I think this will work out alright. Let's have Stone, or let's have Hammer use the combat command to make everyone just better for this. We definitely need this to go well. Everyone is now bound together. What does this do again? 3, just straight up better melee hit chance or better shooting accuracy. Hopefully this accuracy is high. We're about to see our first chance with the rifle. So our chance of hitting with Solek, our best shooter, is 59%. Our worst chance shooter, Serpent, only has a 15% at that range. It's getting better as they run forward. First bullet has landed, thank God, hit them in the chest. They are getting messed up quick. They are avoiding the traps, unfortunately. The outer layer of traps I put behind cover. First person has fallen, and a trap has killed them. I think I was overly worried for nothing. They are just getting gunned down, but we do have some extra accuracy. And now we have some new potential. One of them has actually survived the raid. And due to this, are they unwaveringly loyal? It doesn't look like they are. We could potentially get somebody who has a trigger-happy fascination. I don't know. These skills don't really help us much, honestly. I think they are going to be left out here to die. We can strip them, though. They just don't have any benefit to our colony right now, and our colony already has plenty of mouths to feed. We're having food issues, and they're not going to help with that. Are you sadistic, Soul? Like, you're just coming out here and flexing on the man you just shot several times in the chest? Like, let me read his log. It's a Solek's bullet hits him. Yeah. A little bit of a weird celebration. We are gonna strip them after they are done staring at the stars with the man dying next to them, and somehow this is not our psychopath. And another quest, Saba's emergency descent. Oh man, what is this? A shuttle of Empire Galantis has taken damage and is seeking a place to land. A Commander Subus wants to land at Rimville. Wasters from Toxoid Packers will attack them. The shuttle contains a cataphract. The commander must be rescued. The cataphracts may be sacrificed. We could actually do this for a new colonist who is best at shooting. That's not terrible. Or we could potentially do it for honor or goodwill and the shuttle loot. We might consider trying this too, but I feel like this is a good place to stop. We can, in the comments, you can discuss if we should do this royal quest. We can discuss if we want to go out and try to rescue that person. Engo should be leaving anytime soon now. In 6 days, so we're well past the halfway point with them as well. Engo leaving will actually be beneficial for us. They're just an extra mouth to feed. Our food supplies are not looking beautiful, but we can go hunt bigger and more dangerous game if we have to. I feel like we need to up our security down here, maybe some more wall layers like this. Either way, a lot to discuss. This was several hours of gameplay. I'm trying to play on a higher speed to get more things to happen, but it is what it is. Playing Randy Random, sometimes action just doesn't come, and we got a lot done. We got a ton of research. We went from getting no research at all to multiple research in a row, mainly thanks to Serpent. We shall see what happens next. Thank you for watching.